Always a pleasure talking to you. You know what's going on because when I have this and you have one of the all-time creepiest dolls ever, you know that something's going on at Canada's Wonderland, and it has to do with the creepies, monsters, ghosts, and a lot of fun. What's happening?
Yeah, Halloween is here at Canada's Wonderland. Halloween Haunt kicks off this weekend, September 26th, through to November 1st on select nights. And it's a big year for us because we have a brand new attraction called Conjuring Beyond Fear. And this is all related to the film franchise. So if you know the movies and how creepy they are, you're going to love this one. So what this attraction is, if I can just dive right in, it's a 20-minute long experience and it's limited capacity, small groups. It's kind of like an escape room maze where you go through and you meet different characters and you are brought in as paranormal investigators, just like Ed and Lorraine Warren from The Conjuring. And you were tasked with trying to contain these cursed artifacts that have escaped and have unleashed all these dark forces. And Annabelle plays a big part. She's here at the park, obviously, for our new attraction. And let me tell you, nobody will let you know this in advance, but it is so hard to keep her in her case. She found out I was doing an interview today and she just showed up. So I've given up. She's here at the park. She's excited for Haunt, and I think she's going to get up to a lot of trouble.
I think so too. Hi, Annabelle. Ooh, she is scary, but there are a lot of more fun, scary stuff that's going on too. Let's talk about some of the stuff that's coming back.
Yes, so we have seven scare zones in the park. So for anyone who knows the event, we really go all out to make the entire park immersive, right? So no matter where you are, you're walking through some scary themed area, and they all have different themes. You know, Kingdom of Carnage is by our medieval castle, so it's medieval themed there. We have our Carnival, which is creepy clowns, just like what you got on there, which yeah, you'd fit right in. And then we have six haunted mazes as well, all kinds of live entertainment happening in the evening, as well the night rides, which is a big part of that evening experience too. So lots of fun food to try as well. With The Conjuring, we have a totally new bar that actually is now being installed right by the attraction. So you can try special Conjuring drinks and cocktails and mocktails, which will be a lot of fun this year. So there's a lot on offer, a lot to do. And of course, we also have the daytime events for the kids. So if the scary stuff is not for you, if you've got young children, Camp Spooky is back daytimes on the weekends. So you've got your Peanuts characters. We have some fun new entertainment like the Monster Bash with Werewolf and Frankenstein and the Mummy, trick-or-treating adventures, and all the kids' rides as well.
Now, one of the things that I always enjoy with this is the fact that there are zombies and ghouls that have always just walked around. Are we still having that kind of stuff?
Yes, those are our scare zones. So with depending on where you are in the park, which scare zone you're in, you're encountering creepy clowns, you're encountering zombies, vampires. We have a Wicked Hollow area with fairies and creepy trolls. So that's part of the experience, right? Is it anywhere you go, you're not sure where you're going to get a jump scare.
Now, let's talk about some of the rules. Because first off, are we allowed to wear our own Halloween costumes coming in?
Not for Halloween Haunt. So, children during the daytime, if you're coming to Camp Spooky, yes, you can do costumes and masks, but that's only until 5 p.m. and that's for children. In the evenings, we ask guests not to wear masks, don't wear costumes or makeup. This is for safety purposes. We need to be able to tell between our guests and our scare actors. And our scare actors are the professionals, so we want to leave the scares up to them. So we ask for folks to just, leave the makeup and costumes at home. But there are quite a few event changes that are important for people to know. So this year, we've introduced a chaperone policy. So for Halloween Haunt, starting at 6 p.m., anyone who's 15 years old and younger needs to be accompanied by someone who is 21 years or older. And we've introduced this. We're going to see how it goes. It's a standard practice. It's becoming a standard practice across the industry, just to try to ensure that we can provide the best experience to our guests. So we're going to give it a try and see how it goes. But people do need to note that's new this year. We also have a bag policy in effect as well. There's a no entry policy. There's a whole bunch of stuff to know about before you come to haunt. So I would highly recommend people go to our website to check that out, canadaswonderland.com.
And the other thing too, people can get very enthusiastic about everything and seeing the actors, but it's very important, don't touch the actors.
That's right. Yes. So please be respectful of our actors, and they will do their best in our mazes and our scare zones to not touch you. But please don't do that with them either. The only place that's actually a little different is in The Conjuring. Guests may get touched. So it's a whole other level of horror experience, but that is the only exception in the park.
One last question. Is there any kind of food that you would suggest that we try that might be something that could be really special during this Halloween time?
So we have dungeon dogs, we have a witch's poutine that I would recommend. There are a couple new funnel cakes, toxic waste ice cream. Um, our blood bags cocktails are always a favorite, and I love those. They're returning again. But also the new conjuring drinks, I think are going to be a lot of fun. There's some that include, the sort of the dry ice top and special sort of effects that you get with it, which will be really fun for people to experience. So we're hoping to have a blog up very soon revealing the entire haunt menu, so people should check that out.
And can you give us a preview? Because we know as soon as Halloween is over, we're going to go into the snow, Santa Claus, snowmen, singing
Yes.
Christmas carols. Can you give us a quick preview on what's going to be happening with that? Because I know we're going to talk about that soon.
Yes, it's quite the turnover here at the park. We go from scary to merry in a short time and a complete environment change. So our ice skating is going to be back on Snowflake Lake in front of the mountain. We'll have a dozen live holiday shows for people to see. Of course, there's our massive tree lighting ceremony on International Street every evening, which is beautiful to see. All the character meet and greets. You can meet, Jack Frost and the Sugar Plum Fairy, and there's so much to do at that event as well as rides. There are quite a few rides that are still running despite the colder temperatures. So it's going to be a great time for folks as well.
Cannot wait. But in the meantime, happy Halloween at Canada's Wonderland and Annabelle, happy Halloween too. Oh my goodness. I got a feeling when we're done, she's getting up over a here.
You never know. Yeah. Watch out behind you. Eyes on the back of your head.
Happy Halloween.
Happy hunting. Thanks, Rudy.